So what's going on here? There you go. Okay. Welcome, everyone. Looking like my dog want to start barking as soon as I get ready to go live. That's usually how it works, y'all. Okay. Usually how it works. Hopefully he'll stop and it won't interrupt with anything. I'll be on here. I know he's not going to be barking that long. All right. Welcome, everybody, to PICK-3 at a glance. All righty. OPPB. Be organized, be patient, be persistent, stick with a budget, play responsibly. That's I guess I think they call it the acronym. I put that together to kind of give people an idea of what it really takes to win PICK-3. You're really going to have to be organized to win. And you're going to need to know why you're playing your numbers. And you'll see that throughout all my videos and everything that helped me to get into the winner circle. So what I have here, I like to start off with everybody being on the same page to start winning. PICK-3 at glance works for all states, anywhere in the country, anywhere in the world where they're using three numbers, like 1, 2, 3, to win. And you have 1 in 1,000 odds. And these numbers here is the triple zeros to 999 gives you your 1,000 numbers. Now, all those 1,000 numbers run randomly. You can't be trying to say they don't run randomly to win. I mean, I think everybody's smart. I hate to say it's common sense, but there's no rhyme or reason each day, each draw, which one of these 1,000 numbers are going to come out. So in order to win, you have to know the truth. And as they say, the truth will set you free. That's all I can say, y'all. The truth will set you free. Okay? Or make you free. How they say it. But yeah, there's no rhyme or reason how these 1,000 numbers are going to come out. So the way to win, you have to have a system, a strategy, which I put together with 4 simple workouts. Within 10 minutes of any winning number to come in, you'll know everything it is to know about that number. You'll know everything there is to know about all 1,000 numbers to play to win. Okay? And that's why I'm using this as an example to try to break it down, to make it simple for everybody to understand. You can't just keep playing all these different numbers and guessing numbers and chasing numbers and things like that to win. You're going to just burn up all your money and not know why. PICK-3 at glance gives you opportunity at least to know why you lost and how to improve on your game. Because you'll know what's going on with the numbers. Okay? Another thing that I did, I've been around a while. You hear a lot about mirrors and flips and things like that. Sister numbers, you know about the these here to try to find the winning number that's coming the next day. There's nothing out there going to tell you which one of these 1,000 numbers coming the next day. There's no grid, no root sum, no day sum, no tic-tac-toe, no multiple different workouts and rundowns out there that's going to tell you what's coming the next day. Because the 1,000 numbers run randomly. Unless you got a system or a strategy to see what's going on with all those 1,000 numbers so you can see the whole picture of what's going on with all these 1,000 numbers. You plan to lose this game. Simple as that. And if you invest in your money in something, you need to know everything there is. If this is a corporation, you want to know everything about all 1,000 people that's putting that corporation together to make it successful. Same thing with these numbers. You got to know everything about these 1,000 numbers to be successful in winning and playing. Not just a fraction of them, like you're going to only get a fraction of what you need to do. No, just using the grids, just using the root sums, just using the date sums, just using the tic-tac-toes, just use those multiple different 1,000 different workouts that they got out there. If you're not tracking the actual 1,000 numbers to see what's going on with them. The reason why it's important that you track all 1,000 numbers, you got 365 days in a year. You get 1,000 numbers here. All you're going to do is get a third of those numbers, which is 365 out of the whole year. You're going to get this part here, not maybe the same number, but I'm breaking it down so you can see where I'm coming from. You're going to get this part here 1 year, this part right here the next year, and this part over here the third year. It takes almost 3 to 4 years for all these 1,000 numbers to come out just like they are on this paper. 3 to 4 years, and you're going to say that you're going to be guessing what numbers to play and not know why you're playing them? This is the first thing you have to understand. So when you're out to play to win, you have to know that you have to look at what's going on with all 1,000 numbers. Now, another thing. They say mirror numbers or sister numbers. I won't be using mirror. I might say it every now and then because I've been using it for the last 2 years, saying mirror number. They're pretty much the same, but they throw you off to me because people they'll mirror single numbers or they'll flip single numbers to see what number to win in some of these strategies they have. But PICK-3 at a glance is based off tracking the actual 1,000 numbers, so it wouldn't be applicable to my strategy because it could throw you off if I say mirroring numbers. I want you to understand the opposite numbers. For here, say you take these 1,000 numbers and divide them in half. This half here is the opposite of this half. This half here is the opposite of that half. So with the workout that I'll be showing you on how, let's say mirroring numbers per se, is going to show you what I mean about opposite numbers instead of saying mirroring numbers. Okay? I'm doing this a little different than I normally do a video, but I try to improve my teaching to help people understand better about the PICK-3. PICK-3 is the only one I do. It's the only one that's teachable, trackable, and doable. PICK-4's got 10,000 numbers that can run randomly. There's no rundown, no tic-tac-toe, no grid, no nothing gonna tell you which one of those 10,000 numbers are coming every day. It ain't gonna happen. PICK-5's got 100,000 numbers. There's no rundown, no tic-tac-toe, no date sum, no grid, no multiple rundowns and workouts. Gonna tell you what number might be coming in the next day, the next 5 days, the next 6 days, the next month, the next 2 months, the next 5 years. There's all luck on that. You can't track 10,000 numbers. You can't track 100,000 numbers. And PICK-6 is, I think, 500,000 numbers. So I used to play those games, but I realized I was just really throwing money away because a PICK-3 number can take 16 years to come out. Just one of these 1,000 numbers can take 16 years to come out when you tracking these numbers and you tracking them and know why you tracking them. It can take 16 years. But like I said, I'm not mirroring my numbers. They're direct opposite numbers of each other. So let's see here if I can show you on this here to show you how they're opposite of each other. Can I get it over more, or do I need? Let me see here. Let's see if I can. I think I do that. Yeah, I think that's it there. Okay. Welcome, the family. It's gonna be. Let's see. Here. So, are you saying that would be like looking for 500 numbers for cache 3? No, you're really looking for 1,000 numbers. 1,000 numbers in PICK-3 or cache 3. You can call it cache 3 because you have 1 in 1,000 odds. You have 1 in 1,000 odds of getting a number. Do you understand that? What I'm saying there, Cooper? Okay, yeah. So that's why you have to understand that. And you're only going to get a third of those 1,000 numbers every year because you're only going to get one draw a day, midday or evening. So you have to track the numbers separate midday and the numbers evening because those 1,000 numbers are never going to run the same. Okay, now when I say opposite numbers, I have a number line here. Okay, and that number line is they use this to say mirrors, but I'm getting away from mirrors because they confuse them because in a lot of people's workout they'll say mirror a single number. I want to say opposite numbers with the PICK-3 gland. So this number line is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and to get the bottom, it's called a +5. To get the opposite numbers, you can say you add 5 to 0, you get 6. I mean, at 5 to 0, you get 5. 5 to 1, you get 6. 5 to 2, you get 7. 5 to 3, you get 8. And 5 to 4, you get 9. Very simple, okay? Strategy. Now, same thing, 0 opposite 5, 5 opposite 0, 1 opposite 6, 6 opposite 1, 2 opposite 7, 7 opposite 2, 3 opposite 8, 8 opposite 3, 4 opposite 9, 9 opposite 4. And this is why I'm saying that the 1,000 numbers are opposite of each other. If you took these 1,000 numbers and divide them in half, I got it on this sheet. This side is opposite of that side, and this side is opposite of this side. So this is what we're looking at. Say you play 0, 1, 2 right here, and the lottery play 5, 6, 7. They just played the opposite number. See, 0 opposite 5, 5 opposite 0, 1 opposite 6, 6 opposite 1, 2 opposite 7, 7 opposite 2. It's exact opposite of that 1,000 number. Okay? If you played 7, 8, 9, and the lottery played 2, 3, 4, you played the 7, 8, 9, the lottery played the 2, 3, 4, just the opposite of the 1,000 numbers. Instead of saying mirror, no, opposite. Because all you're going to get this whatever you do with the 1,000 numbers. It's going to be the exact opposite number of the 3 numbers. You need to know what that opposite number would be. Same here. It's a double. If it's 1, 2, 2, the opposite of it is 6, 7, 7. Okay? So you got 1 opposite 6, 6 opposite 1. 2 opposite 7, 7 opposite 2. Exact opposite number. Same thing. If you play 6, 7, 7, and the lottery played 1, 2, 2, they did the same thing. They just played the opposite number, the exact opposite number. Or if you played the zeros here, it's triple zeros. Then you got triple zeros. You played it, and the lottery played triple 5. So yeah, that's a direct opposite number. It's the same thing on this 1,000 sheet here. 1,000 sheet here, divided in half. If they played over here, if you play over here, they play over there, you need to know that. If you played over here and they play over here, you need to know what's happening with the 1,000 numbers to win. Okay, now, that's all I'm going to show you on that board. And I'll show you how I made 4 workout sheets. I'm going to explain them to you. Then I'm going to go through how they work. And all of them is just actually tracking the actual 1,000 numbers to see what they're actually doing. Not guessing on the 1,000 numbers. You tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. In a matter of 10 minutes, you'll know everything it is to know about that winning number that came in. And here it is right here. I took 22 numbers. I took 22 numbers. I did the singles and the doubles. Okay, let's see here. I'm moving it over, getting organized here. I think that I'm moving over, make sure you all can see. Okay, that's all of them. 22 numbers I put together. Consolidated to make 22 columns so you can know what's going on with those 1,000 numbers. These numbers I would call the base numbers are the 1,000 numbers that I put together to make 12 columns. These base numbers is 012, 013, 014, 015, 016, 017, 018, 024, 025, 026, 027, 037. And I did the 111 rundown on these 12 numbers to get 720 of those 1,000 numbers that you can look at a glance. That's why I call it PICK-3 at a glance. If you do the 1-1 rundown on these 12 numbers here, they're single. And if you know anything about singles, you know every one of these singles can come 6 different ways. Every single with different numbers, like the 014, they got different numbers. It's a different number. They can come 6 different ways. Okay? Let me show you a little bit what I'm talking about. I'm going to show you that 014. Show you this 014 right quick. Show you any of those numbers can come 6 different ways. Since I mentioned the 014, it can come as 014, it can come as 041, it can come as 104, it can come 140, it can come as 410, and it can come as 401. Okay, that's the only 6 numbers out of the 1,000 numbers it can come. Only way that you can win. So each one of those numbers comes 6 different ways. So with it doing that, that's 12 numbers. And you got, when you do the rundown, I'm going to have 10 to a column, which will equal 60 numbers. So that's 12 times 60, that's 720 of those 1,000 numbers that you can look at off of 12 little columns and find your number and know what column it came off of. Same thing on the doubles. Doubles can only come 3 different ways. That's all. Doubles are numbers with 2 like numbers in them, like 33 or 00. Those are called doubles. And doubles can only come 3 different ways. Let's pick one, 002. All right? 002, it can come as 020, it can come 200. That's the only way it can come. Okay? That's the only way it can come out of those 1,000 numbers. It can come out either as 02, 002, 020, or 200, like that. That's the only way these can come out of those 1,000 numbers. Okay. Now, here, you got 3 of them. You got, they can come, I'm sorry, you got 9 of them can come 3 different ways, and there's 10 of them. So that's 30 to a column. 9 times 30 gives you 270 numbers. So you got the 720, the 270, gives you 990 numbers. But you got the triple, they can only come one way, which is 10 of those. Plus that 10 gives you 1 in 1,000 odds. 1 in 1,000 odds. So that's all you're going to get for a whole year, because you're only going to get 365 out of the year. You're going to only get one chance to hit one of those 1,000 numbers. That's random. Okay? Now, since I explained that, that's strategy number 1. Strategy number 1. When I do it like that. Then I have a strategy number 2 with a triangle that I'll show you how to use as we go through. Then I have a strategy number 3 that tells you what number position your number is going to fall that have failed in. And then one strategy number 4, tracking the front pair and back pair of any of the numbers that come in. These numbers on top is the same as the numbers on the bottom. Okay. Now, we're going to, and strategy number 2 is single pairs. The last one I showed you was front pair, back pair. Okay, so now we're finna get into the meat of how to use the 4 workouts to win, to get in the winner's circle. Excuse me here. In Illinois evening draw, we had the 381 to come out yesterday. Okay. And if you know anything about rundowns, you have the 3. Oh, I did that wrong. Let me do this here. No, I'll put that there. You have the 111, and you're going to have the 381. Okay. Now, you're going to add 1 to each one of these numbers for the winning number that came in for that day. And the 381 was it for Illinois evening draw. So you're going to add 1 to the 3, you get 4. 1 to 4, you get 5. 1 to 5, you get 6. 1 to 6, you get 7. 1 to 7, you get 8. 1 to 8, you get 9. 1 to 9, you're going to get 10, but you don't use the 1, you just use the 0. And lottery math. And 1 to 0, you get 1. And 1 to 1, 1 to 1, you get 2. And 1 to 2, you get 3. Same number at the bottom, you get at the top, you add it correctly, okay? If you can see that. If you know how to do this rundown. This is a familiar rundown that everybody mostly uses. Then you have 1, well, I ain't gonna say everybody, but that's what I'm saying. A lot of this is confusing because they got so many different rundowns you can use. 1 to the 8, you're going to get 9. 1 to 9, you're going to get 10, but you just use a 0. And you count straight down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Same here, you're going to count. Same number when you get to the bottom. You got a top, you stop. You won't have to go any further because you're just going to get these numbers here all over again. Okay? Then you add 1 to 1, you get 2. 1 to 2, you get 3. 1 to 3, you get 4. 1 to 4, you get 5. 1 to 5, you get 6. 1 to 6, you get 7. 1 to 7, you get 8. 1 to 8, you get 9. 1 to 9, you get 0. And 1 to 0, you get 1. Same number at the top, you get at the bottom. At the bottom, you get top. You had it correctly. Now, what we're looking for, we want to find out. Remember those 22 columns I told you about? You want to find out what column this 381 is under. These are the base numbers. So you're going to see where the base number is in this rundown that we just did. Want to see where the base numbers is in this rundown that we just did here. Okay. And all these base numbers have a 0 in them. So all you have to really do, once you're going to memorize these base numbers once you start tracking. It ain't going to take you 5 minutes. Once you realize, okay, here's the base number, it's got a 0 in it, and you memorize these 12 little numbers, you go automatically. Because they're all in numerical order. You'll remember which one it is. So you're going to go down the line here, and you're going to see anything, just pay attention to the ones with the zeros in them. And you'll see, I know that it's not the 503. I know it's not the 058. I know it is the 270. But it's going to show as 027 because it's in numerical order from smallest to the largest. And that's going to be the column that your 381 is going to be in. See here where you go to 027 and you come down, you're going to find the 381. Forgive my eyes a minute here. I can't see. Okay. See it here? 027. There it is. The it shows as 138. Same number, because you know it could come 6 different ways. You're just going to circle it off. Bam, you're done with strategy number 1. Okay? Now, on the 381 here, it's got 3 separate numbers. So you're going to have 3 separate pairs to mark off on strategy number 2. So if you leave anything in the comments, ask me what's mentioned as strategy. That way we can be on the same page. If you say, oh, strategy number 2, I know exactly what you're saying when you say don't know what strategy number 2 or strategy number 1. Okay? Use the strategy terminology. But it's a triangle. Strategy number 2 is a triangle. So what you're going to do here, you got 3 separate numbers, so you're going to have 3 separate pairs on the 381. You're going to have the 13, if you can see. Let me see. Make sure you can see here. Everything that I have underlined didn't come out last month. That's why I say you have to work with the law of average to see what the numbers are doing and how to play. See, it didn't come out last month in October. So anything don't come out the previous month, I'm underlining. I got my eye on it. I can build a strategy and a skill set on the actual 1,000 numbers. So you got the 13, okay, it caught up from last month, working with the law of average. Then you have the 18, which did come out. That's why I don't have an underline on it because it came out. But it's first time coming out this month. I'll circle it. Then you have the 38 right here. It came out last month, no underline, so right there. See, you know that 3-8 came out. Caught up with itself because it didn't come none last month. But you won't see that with the tic-tac-toe, date sum, grids, root sums, and multiple different rundowns. You ain't going to be able to see it. You ain't going to know it. You won't know why to play it, how to play it, or anything like that. You have to know why to play these numbers or how to play them to win. Okay. Now, and better part of it, when you tell me strategy number 2 and want to ask me a question, we can talk. But if I got a root sum, a date sum, a grid, and multiple different strategies and rundowns for you to figure out, I ain't gonna know what you talking about, and you ain't gonna know what I'm talking about. But you understand this in a matter of little no time once I show it to you. Now here, we all have to get on the same page to win. We can't be playing all these different strategies to win, because every number is going to be different in all 52 states. So there's no one size fit all strategy other than tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. Now here's strategy number 3. It's the numbering position. Now I'm going a little bit more detail on this here, how I win this here. Tracking the actual pairs, I realized that the 38 pair didn't fall in 128 days. 128 days. So what you're doing here, you're building a bucket list of knowledge of what hasn't failed and what has, and listening to the pool of the numbers you have to play. And I knew that the 338 double hadn't played and the 388 double hadn't played. So I put that in my bucket list to play, and I won it. But I hadn't played it all year, but I've got my eye on every one of those 1,000 numbers and what they're doing. Not guessing what they're doing. You know what they're doing. A 38 pair ain't failing 100. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You can't be jumping on and off of all these numbers trying to win, because you don't have no rhyme or reason what number going to come. But they got to work with the law average. Just like this 13 picked itself back up this month. You can't see that nothing else, not no other strategy, if you ain't tracking the actual 1,000 numbers and they pairs and what they're doing. Now here, we had the 381. If a number, they was talking about single code numbers. They were just doing like if a 0 is code, ain't played in a month or 2 months or whatever, just play it. But I didn't know how to play it, and if I did play it, where to play it. So I say, let me make 3 columns from 0 to 9, 0 to 9, 0 to 9. And what I did, I wanted to know what position each number fell in when it fell for the month. I'm blurry? Is it real blurry? Oh, let's see. I don't know why it would be blurry. Let me try to clean the camera up a little bit with something. Give me a minute here. Try to clean the camera up. Okay. I hope it don't be too blurry. I don't know if that's any better. Let's see. Maybe I can put more light on it. That any better, or is it still blurry? I can't tell because I had eye surgery and it's kind of. Can you see it? Is it still blurry? I just tried to clean the lens off to see if that helped. I don't know. I'm going to wipe it again to see if it'll clear up these lens. I don't know. I just tried to wipe it off, and hopefully that might have cleared it up some. It's better. Okay, thank you. All right. Appreciate that. So we had a 381. I want to know what position they fall in. So I mark off the 3. I can see. Excuse me. That's the second time it fell. And then the 8 and the 1. The 8 in the middle and the 1. All right. So any of these at the end of the month that I know I didn't mark in what position, I play over in the next month. For example, just example here, by using this strategy number 3, sevens hadn't failed with no number for 2 months. No 7 with no number. And I wouldn't have known that unless I was tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. I wouldn't have seen that with a grid, a tic-tac-toe, a date something grid. Nothing would have pointed that out to me. Because when I did it and did it with this, I didn't believe it. It's hard to believe that one single number won't fall for 2 months. It's hard to believe it. And all the numbers in all the states are doing something different. And if you ain't tracking, you can't see it. I used to go everywhere looking for numbers, books, playing numbers for when it was raining, playing numbers for full moon, playing numbers every other kind of way, playing license plate numbers, card numbers, but never had an idea why I was playing the number. So I knew it had to be a better way. I knew I had to know what was going on with the numbers for me to win, if I was going to win, and know why I was winning. I won, but I never knew why I was winning. I lost it right back most of the time. I didn't know where to cut back, how to cut back, why I was cutting back, why I wouldn't play for a week, why I would play for a week. None of that stuff. Because I wasn't tracking the actual 1,000 numbers and see what they're doing in my state. I wouldn't have never seen that a 7, and when I hit them, didn't fall for 2 months with no number. That was a no-brainer to play sevens. I know they hadn't played for 7 months. I mean, sevens hadn't played for 2 months. No-brainer that I need a 38 pair ain't played in 4 months to win. Okay, now we have strategy number 4, tracking the front pair and the back pair. For the whole year, I've tracked the whole year. Illinois evening draw. I know what pairs are left and how I want to play them to win, and why I would play them. Everything's circled here, or checked off too. I check and see how many times the number falls just to see what's going on with them. These numbers at the top are the same as the numbers at the bottom. No guesswork. All 1,000 numbers. Neat and organized. Now I do PDF these sheets to you in your email. It's $25, which is a small minimum fee. Probably most people lose that in one day playing. But once you get this, you'll be able to see a big difference in how you play. And you know, you got to put the wood in to get the fire out. This ain't no easy ride. I don't do nothing but PICK-3, and I'm state position for Illinois. And the reason why I do that is because I know what it takes to win. And I'm not going to put up a whole bunch of numbers and tell people to play it 1 day, 2 days. I ain't selling no numbers. People ask me, well, do you sell numbers? Do you give people numbers? I don't do none of that because I know what it takes to win. But if you do the work, I can help you get there because all you got to do is ask me what's going on and what you looking at, and tell me what you're looking at. And I say, okay, this is good to play, Miss Cooper, or whoever. I can explain this. I can't explain a pattern. Pattern is going to change. The law average won't change. The number's going to go back and pick themselves up that ain't played, unless they cheating. Now, if they cheating, ain't none of us going to do. We all just might hang our heads up. I haven't seen anything too far where they're cheating. I'm a little afraid of those wild ball and fireball that they add to all the states, because to me it looked like it's making the PICK-3 into the PICK-4 with another angle. But I have one, so I can't say yet for sure that something's going on with it. But time will tell. If you track the actual 1,000 numbers, you'll be able to see a difference on what's. And if you ain't got that wild ball, fireball in your state, so much the better. So much the better in my sight. Okay, but on this front pair, back pair, what we're looking for on that front pair, back pair. The 3-8 front pair, back pair number. Some people don't understand that sometimes when I say 3-8. The 3-8-1, okay? The 3-8 is your front pair. Some states have it, some states don't. The 8-1 is your back pair. And we can play front pair and back pair in Illinois. Okay. Now, so what we have here, like I said, strategy number 4, you're going to check off the 3-8. We can see that it came on the front. This year pretty regular here. Looks like it's hitting kind of heavy. But there's no sign of picking it up because it's hidden. What you want to do is find the ones that ain't hit. It's the 37 ain't hit all year yet. So that would be a number that I would be looking at using. Okay. I'm looking at what hasn't played, working with the law average. That's how November, December, and January are my hot months of winning. Okay. Because I'm mostly playing with the numbers that haven't failed. And then this 3-8, like I said. And then on the back is this 8-1 on the back that has failed already. So I know these numbers didn't fail. But see here, already I know what numbers ain't. And these numbers in the red, when I first got over here in Illinois, I took this sheet and went back to see what numbers hadn't failed from the time I got here. So far, all these numbers that hadn't failed didn't fail already. Okay, and the ones that haven't failed is the 17, the 37, the 50 on the front, and the 88. Okay, on the front. And then on the back, I can see that ain't failed. It's the 22, the 39, the 42, and the 50. Okay, so now what I would do, if you're looking for a pair, like if I know a pair ain't failed, and how to do a wheel on the pairs. See, I know that this 00 and this 01 ain't played, right? So if I wheel the 01, the 01, this is how you wheel a pair, any pair. Strategy number 2. If I know that this 01 ain't failed, I'm gonna wheel it as 010, or you can, 011. I'm definitely gonna play that double for this month. 012, 013, 014, 015, 016, 017, 018, and 019. All the way down. So this is what I'm talking about, building your bucket list of numbers you know you want to play. And don't be hopping on and off numbers and trying to guess what numbers. because you always looking at a strategy that you're going to use to play your numbers, your actual numbers. See, I already know that I'm gonna be playing this here, straight box, probably double up on because it's a double, might double up on a little bit more, depending on my budget. I usually load up when I hit. When I don't hit, I'm playing sparingly. But when I hit, I'm $200-300. Then I can load, but I know where I'm going to load up on. I already know that this '01 ain't failed since August, October, November, December. August, September, October, November. It's almost over '01 by 70 something days. I know that in my head because I'm tracking the numbers and I'm gonna use them. But I'm okay. But we're gonna go through something here. I'm gonna add a little something, added touch to what I'm doing here. Okay, I might play these 50-cent box, play these straight box. So that comes to about $6. And if I have to cut back, I'll just play. I'll just play the whole line 50-cent box, and then whatever. If one of these come in or when they come in, then I'll still keep playing it because I know it's been a while since it hit, and it could come back pretty much. I'll load up on this '01 and this '011 like that. That's how you build a strategy and skill set. Everybody's thing is going to be a little bit different. Everybody's going to be different in all the states. Let me show you something. Right, yeah, I'll show it on this one. Okay. I don't know if you have the lottery post or you know how to get it. It's a good website to go to because it gives you all the numbers that have failed for your state, and you can use um, to track your actual 1,000 numbers. Okay. It's a lottery. See it say lottery posts. Maybe I should. I hope you can see that. And you open the app and you go to your. Let me see. Let me probably start over from the beginning a little bit. I hope y'all can see that. Yeah. See what it is when you bring the app up? It's got all the states that you could that in here. All the states, all your state and everybody's state, and some of Canada's that play the lottery. And you go to find your state, which I'm in Illinois, so I'm gonna hit Illinois. Then it's gonna show me what came midday and evening. Midday was 714. Evening was the 381 I just told you about. Okay, let's see what happened there. Okay, now you want to go for the year calendar, PICK-3 calendar. That's what you're going to hit, and it's going to give you all the year, the month, all the way up to now for the whole year. Okay, so we go here. It's only going to give you 1 year. You have to get premium or gold. I think you have to pay money for that to get those. But all you need is a year's worth of data. See, when I went to Illinois, I went back here, and what I did, I took strategy number 1, and I eliminated all the numbers that came in off of this sheet here, and what column. That's what I did. I eliminated all those numbers up to date. Then once I was up to date, I knew what numbers was left. Then was my numbers to start playing. And here you go. So let's see the last time that I'm pretty sure it was was it August the 20th or something? I know it was. But that's what I mean by tracking your data. You have to go through this to win if you want to win big, because you got to know what's going on with these numbers. You can't be guessing what's going on them to win. Okay, August. What was that? That's that. Was it? It was 20 something. I know it was 015. What was that? Was it August? Let me see. I might have to get my other piece of equipment here. Where's that 015 at? I might have passed it in my eyes. I might get my other tablet and go right to it. In 1 minute, let me get my other tablet. I can't see it. Y'all probably seen it. I know I can't see it because I got blind spots in my eyes. Where's my tablet? Home tablet. Oh, here it is. My tablet, my other tablet. I can go right to it. Okay, all right. Okay, here we go. Come on. All righty. Let's see this 015 here. I know it came. Let's find the exact date. It came August the 21st. August the 21st. I don't know how I missed. I know it was August though. My eyes, I couldn't see it. Okay, there it is. I hope y'all can see it. See the 015? Now look. This is how you know what's going on with these numbers. We want to see last time that 01 fell. And you can see it at a glance with the picture at a glance sheet. You'll know, like I say, you'll know. See the 01. Let's see if we see 01 anywhere else. So that's about the middle of August, last 10 days of August. Let's see if we see a 01. This is very enlightening to me. So you can see what these numbers do. I'm pretty sure there's no 01. Can y'all see? Yeah, there's no 01 in September. On evening draw. I ain't talking about midday now, because you know they're separate. If you're going to do midday, you have to track midday separate. Okay, none there. October. See how long it take these numbers to hit, and you bouncing on and off of them. And I know why you playing. If you played anything with an 01, it's been over 70 days that an 01 never showed up. You got to know what's going on with these numbers. See, no 01 there. And here we are in November. No 01. See what I'm saying? No 01. So if you've been playing things, if your hot number, a number you want to play is 100, and you know and you ain't hit it in 70 days, because there ain't no 01 field. Now, that's what I mean. And that's how I would wheel that, because I know it's about due. And that's why I'm playing it just like that. So when I hit, I ain't going to jump off this, because I know why I'm playing it. I'm going to keep playing this. Because 9 out of 10 is going to hit 2 or 3 more times out that month when it do hit. I won't be jumping on and off all them other numbers I have no idea about them. Now, another thing that you have to your veil, you remember when I was showing the where this 138 off this 027 is? And I told you all the base numbers here. You got one other app that you need to download on your phone. Where is it at? It's called a blind squirrel app. Hope you can see it. It's right here. It's PICK-3 workouts and rundown. You're going to go to your Play Store or whatever you got for Android, and you're going to down PICK-3, and you're going to hit this app. Bam. It's going to open up. Blind squirrel. Now, you see all these rundowns here? All these are different rundowns that people use to try to hit and figure out what numbers going to come the next day. And it ain't going to happen with all these. Somebody going to say, okay, I used the 223 to hit. Or I used this to hit. And I used this 999s to hit. And I used this 357 to hit. These are the popular rundowns, the 777s rundown. I use the 111 because 1 plus 1 make 2, and all you got to do is count straight down. That's why I made this sheet where it's simple. That's how I came up with it. Now, here, you see that? You want that app. Now, the 381 that came in, you're going to enter the 381. You're going to hit this here. Hopefully, won't no commercial come in on this one. You're going to hit 3. It might... What did I do? I hit the 6. Let me see if I can take it out there. It's probably going to do a commercial on me, but we're going to get through it, okay? We're going to do the 381. And you're going to do the 111 rundown. That's the only one you want to do. Button you want to hit. And then, remember the 111 rundown that we did? It's going to give you all those same numbers that we just did. When you see it there, the same numbers we did, we had is 492, the 503, the 614, the 725, the 836, the 947, the 058, the 169, and the 270. Remember I told you, all you got to look for is the ones that got the 0 for your base numbers, and there it is that you're going to know the base numbers. There it is, your 270, you know it's 027. You're going to go to the column. There's your 138, mark it off. Shabam, you're done. You're done. Especially, I went back when I put my sheet together 2 years. I knew the sheet was good, I just didn't know how I was going to use it. But I went back and got 2 years worth of data. But all you got to do is get 1 year work, get this sheet, and collect 1 year of data. And then this is an annual sheet. You get an annual sheet, and you're going to do a monthly sheet. So you can track the columns each month and the numbers. After that, you're good to go. After that, you're going to be good to go. And if you need help, I'll be here as long as I can be here. But yeah. Called Blind Squirrel or PICK-3 workout rundowns. Lifesaver. I did all mine by longhand because it's 30 years since I had this. I did it all with a pencil and a paper. That's why I could strategize and make notes. So, any questions on this? Any questions? Now it's Q&A time. I guess notifications can go out. But thank you, Miss Cooper, Mr. Cooper, Kimmy. Well, thank you, Cooper, for being with me. So if anybody else. I hope it was explained well enough. I think it was. I got 1,700 videos in less than 2 years, about 2 years. So you can, excuse me, yeah, you can go through those videos. You can always contact me with my email or comment in the comment section. Okay. So like I always say, I think I covered everything today. If I did not, might do it tomorrow. I usually take weekends off. Don't want. I'm retired, and I don't want to make this out of a job. But I love it. I like it because I know I'm teaching everybody, and I'm helping them not to throw their money, not to burn their money up. I mean, if you enjoy playing pick 3 like I do, it's just one of the vices. I don't drink, I don't smoke, and I don't chase women. So I have a little change, chump change at my age. Okay, y'all. So. So play them till they come, make that money, y'all. Peace and love. God bless. And if you're tracking, you'll soon be packing. Till lucky time.